society. India has also concern of poverty to the extent of 16.4%. 46% of our children below 5 years still need better nutrition, and we feel that India has to achieve SDG, or as global level it will be difficult to achieve the targets. Paris Agreement is also before us. Every country has nationally determined contributions. Reduction in emission, most of the countries seem to be on target. At least India is. Clean energy we are on target, but our major challenge where agriculture is important is about additional carbon sink to the extent of 3 billion tons of carbon dioxide equivalent, which would require forest cover of 33%, but we have currently only 25%. Therefore, the options we will have to think of conservation agriculture and agroforestry. COVID-19 has also added more people below poverty line. 93 countries are facing acute shortage, and UN Food Systems Summit recently emphasized on local food systems and regenerative agriculture. So emphasis like millet was highlighted before. So initiatives and options have to be thought of, and we have seen that in the past we met when the crisis was there for food through green revolution could achieve 6-fold increase in food grains as against 4-fold increase in population. Horticulture, milk, fish, all figures are there, and India is today one of the important agriculture exporting country, fetching about $50 billion. We also are aware, and Dr. Borlaug used to talk about it, that cadence of success for green, white or blue revolutions has been political will, institutions and human resource, progressive farmers, partnership at the global level, and also with the regional level, and like CIMIC and ERI, which we had during Green Revolution time. The way forward we have to now think of very quickly, and in this context, the Global Conference on Agriculture Research for Development roadmap, which came up from Montpellier Conference, jointly organized by GFAR and CGIAR, that we have to address the needs of smallholder farmers to keep them in the focus, and also reorient our research agenda towards farming systems mode, and definitely support more agricultural research for development. So farmer first, farmer-centric approach for his prosperity should be our great focus, and in that respect, unipolar approach which helped us achieve green revolution is not likely to help in future because of natural resource management requiring equally important attention. So we have to have a paradigm shift to see that both genetic enhancement as well as natural resource management are taken care of. There is complacency as far as breeding is concerned. I don't want to go into details. I hope my successor speaker will talk about it. But there is a FAO initiative which called Plant Breeding Global Initiative, funded by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and there is also now decline in support of pre-breeding for many of the international centers, as well as at the national level. We have to harness science for new gains, and in that respect, we see that there are options like genetically modified crops, genome editing, bioinformatics, artificial intelligence, robotics, drones, and also mechanization. All these would require public-private partnership and also intellectual property protection. Without that, we will not be able to move. Genome editing offers great opportunity for improvement. There are subsequent presentations which will cover it, but like if we have to go in for reducing use of water in rice, then you have to go for direct seeded rice, and there you would need the herbicide tolerance. So the plants which are herbicide tolerant will be much more needed in future, and this is where the science is going to help. Those countries where there was greater focus on technology capital had advanced much faster, and therefore those who have not yet been able to catch up have to take notice of innovations that are available, and we have to scale these innovations. We have to now move from agriculture research for development to agriculture research and innovation for development. And in that respect, we have to look for disruptive innovations. Access equality, but there could be income inequality. And digital public infrastructure and digital agriculture therefore has great future which has to be thought of. We have to think globally and act locally to know the successes elsewhere and replicate them to our local conditions. And there are successes like single cross hybrid in US in 1990 was harvesting 7 tons of maize yield, but India was harvesting only till 2001 ton. But after introducing single cross maize hybrids, we could increase production of maize by 3 times in last 2 decades. So there are such options. Option like hybrid rice in China. China was harvesting almost 15 to 16 million tons extra because of this technology, when the whole world didn't know that there is an option of hybrid rice which can be exploited. So, BT cotton. India adopted BT cotton in 2001, and just we have not only doubled the cotton production but reduced our pesticide consumption by 40%, and are fetching through export. We are the major exporter of cotton now, fetching about $4 billion US. There are various now GM crops still are available, but there is an unfortunate global divide. How much scientific evidence we will still require is a matter to be looked at. Policy logjam is there in many nations, and regulatory systems, how robust still you would require, and public awareness also is important. There are many innovations in NRM. There is a presentation in subsequent session, so I would not like to go into more details, but like conservation agriculture, micro irrigation, bio fortification, bio energy and biofuel, and so on. Biofortified crops, there is a presentation, so I don't have to go into more details. And then UN International Year of Millets. Local food systems will become important. And for food security, this is a clear message from UN Food Systems Summit that we have to lay greater emphasis for our future food security, and therefore food systems become important. And in food systems, it is not only the production, but post-production which becomes. So value addition and linking farmers to market would be very, very important area. Conservation agriculture, much is going on. It's a game changer. 200 million hectares already covered, million dryland areas, and option is available for harnessing it. How much more research evidence we need is also a matter to be seen. This has to be taken into a landscape model and interinstitutional and interdisciplinary approach. Nutrient use efficiency, we cannot continue wasting now our nutrients if the efficiency is only 30%. As far as India is concerned, we are using 150 kg of NPK, but our efficiency is a matter of concern. So we have to improve. We know that you cannot go for broadcasting. You have to have decision support systems. You have to also look at what is happening globally. Countries like United Kingdom, Germany, Sweden, France, they have reduced their fertilizer use over the last 2 decades, but there is no decline in production. Finally, G20 strategy on agri-food systems has to be thought of, and thought of in the context of robust initiatives for achieving SDGs and Paris Agreement, and also capital investment to improve social development index, and motivating and attracting youth in agriculture. We have to invest more on agriculture research, at least minimum 1% of agriculture GDP in most of the nations. And if this happens, millet for food, nutrition and environmental security would be our hope for the future. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.